Hello everyone. Today we are going to be working on solving subtraction word problems about money. So let's take a moment and think. Have you ever gone somewhere with a certain amount of money in your pocket and came home with less than you started? Believe it or not, this is basically a subtraction word problem involving money. But before we can go into any more detail about that, let's take a look at our proficiency scale. So, we're going to take a pause thinking about talking about our subtraction and word problems, and let's look at our proficiency scale. So while looking at this scale, try and think about which part you think we'll be working on. Glance at it and think about what you think we're going to work on, which certain parts, and where do you feel like we are according to this scale? So where do you think we are with this lesson, and also where do you think you are according to this scale? Okay. So before we start, since we were just working on solving addition word problems in the last lesson, we're now going to start working on solving subtraction word problems. We still need to remember our place values that we learned about in the last lesson, because those are just as important when subtracting as they are when we are adding. So just like addition word problems, subtraction word problems have some clues to let us know that we need to subtract. These clue words are subtract, difference, decrease, take away, less, fewer, minus, how many more, and how much more. Okay, now that we have talked about our clue words for subtraction, let's take a look at some subtraction word problems involving money. So you guys can just follow along. I'll walk us through the steps. If you want, you can follow along and write down them on a piece of paper, or you can just listen. You can always go back and listen to the video again if you need to. So Molly went to the store with 2 quarters, one $5 bill, and one $10 bill. She came home with $5. What is the difference between the amount she went to the store with and how much she came home with? So first, let's try and find our clue word. Oh, I found it. It's the word difference. Difference means that we are subtracting because it's one of our subtraction clue words. So now let's find the difference. First, we have to figure out how much money Molly went to the store with. So our 2 quarters is worth 50 cents, but we can't write it with the cent sign after. Let's make sure we write it this way. So we're going to turn this into this. So we're going to have a dollar sign, a 0 with our decimal, with our 50 to the right of our decimal. So now we're going to take our 50 cents plus our $5 plus our $10, which equals $15.50. So what is the difference? So remember, you're going to take your smaller number away from your bigger number to give you your answer. So $15.50 minus $5 equals $10.50. So she came home with $10.50 less than she started. So that means she spent $10.50. Okay, so here's our second one you're gonna follow along with. So Kelly and Lily were counting their money. They wanted to see how much more money Kelly had than Lily. Kelly has 4 dimes, 2 $1 bills, and 2 $5 bills. Lily has 2 nickels, 3 $1 bills, and 1 $5 bill. How much more money does Kelly have than Lily? So first, let's look for our clue word. Oh, I found it. Our clue word, or words in this case, is how much more. So now we need to find out how much money Kelly has. So her cents equals 40 cents. So when we add her 4 dimes together, it gives us 40 cents. We have to make sure that we write it with the dollar sign. So we have our dollar sign is 0, our decimal with the 40 written to the right of the decimal. So 40 cents plus $2 plus $10 equals $12.40. That's how much money that Kelly has. So let's find out how much money Lily has. So Lily's 2 nickels, we're going to turn that into 10 cents, where we have to make sure we write it with the dollar sign. We're going to write it like this. So we're going to take her 10 cents plus her $3 plus $5 equals $8.10. So now we need to figure out how much more money does Kelly have than Lily. So we're going to take Kelly's $12.40 minus Lily's $8.10, which equals $4.30. Kelly has $4.30 more than Lily. All right, now let's work together. So now that you have followed along to a few subtraction word problems that I have done, it's now time for us to work together. So I'm going to read the question, our word problem, and have some other questions that will help us remember what steps to do next. So here's our first one. Sally wants to buy an ice cream cone. Sally has 2 $1 bills and 2 quarters. The ice cream cone costs $1.30. How much more money does Sally have than the ice cream cone costs? So first we're going to take a look for our clue word. Can you guys find your clue word? It might be words, remember. I found it. Did you guys find it? I found how much more. So our clue words are how much more. So now we're going to figure out how much money did Sally have. So we're going to add, remember her cents, we're going to turn in so it has that dollar sign in front. And we're going to add the 2 $1 bills. I found that Sally has $2.50. So how much money did the ice cream cone cost again? So we're going to look back up in our problem. We're going to see the ice cream cone costs $1.30. So now we're going to figure out how much more money does Sally have than the ice cream cone costs. So you're going to subtract how much money. So you're going to take Sally's total, $2.50, and subtract $1.30 from it. So $2.50 minus $1.30. That'll give you how much more money Sally has than the ice cream is worth. Oh, Sally has $1.20 more than the ice cream is worth. Or costs. Mark and Caleb are counting their money, and they want to know the difference between how much they each have. So Mark has 2 nickels, 3 $1 bills, and 3 $5 bills. Caleb has 1 dime, 2 $1 bills, and 2 $5 bills. What is the difference in how much they have? So first one, we're going to look for that clue word. Glance. See, it comes up a couple times. Our clue word in this word problem is difference. It means we're going to subtract. So how much money does Mark have? Let's look up there. Remember, change the cent sign, so there's a dollar sign in it. So Mark has, I found that he has $18.10. Okay, so now we're going to figure out how much money Caleb has. So the same thing, let's figure out how many cents he has, make it so it has that dollar sign in front. Okay. I found Caleb to have $12.10. So now we have to try and find the difference. So we're going to take Mark's total of $18.10 minus Caleb's total $12.10. So $18.10 minus $12.10 equals $6. The difference in how much they have is only $6. So now it's your turn to solve some subtraction word problems on your own. If you feel like you're ready, you can move on and do these. If not, you can pause the video here and go back and watch the examples again. Okay, so now that we're ready to move on, let's remember to watch for our clue words. Our clue words for subtraction are subtract, difference, decrease, take away, less, fewer, minus, how many more, and also how much more. So I'll read us the problem. And then, so I'm going to read us the word problem after you solve it, or then you can pause it to solve it. And then after you solve it, we'll move on to the next part. So Parker and Kenzie each got money from their moms. Parker got 3 nickels, 3 $1 bills, and 2 $10 bills. Kenzie got $13.15 less than Parker. How much money does Kenzie have? How much did she get? Now that you have solved that word problem, let's go over here since you're done and our answer. So Kenzie got $10. Let's move on to our next one. So Cole wanted to buy a new game that cost $23.55. Cole has 3 quarters, 3 $5 bills, and 1 $10 bill. How much more money does Cole have than the game costs? You guys can pause it if you need more time to solve it. Okay, now that you have solved the problem, we're going to go to here. So Cole has $2.20 extra. Once he paid for his game, he still has that much left. Okay, so here's our last one. Remember, once I'm done reading it, you can pause it so you can have more time to answer it and take all the time you need. So Carter has 2 pennies, 2 $5 bills, and 2 $10 bills in his pocket. His friend asks if he can borrow $10. How much money does Carter have now that his friend took away $10? Now that you have solved that one over here, so Carter now has $10.02. Since he gave his friend $10, he has $10.02 left. Okay, after we've answered our final 3 questions, let's take another look at our proficiency scale. Do you think you improved on the skills we worked on today? Where do you think you are on the scale now? Take a minute and think. Well, that is our lesson on solving subtraction word problems about money. Thank you. Bye.